What's good, people? Thank you for clicking on the video. Hope you enjoy your time here. While you're at it, like and subscribe and let the zone know what you think. I'm Jay Extended and it's that time again, demo time, but more specifically NBA 2K20 demo time. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys 4 builds that I believe are going to help you dominate in the neighborhood. So get comfortable, get a nice cold drink, and let's get into the video. Okay, I'm doing post commentary so I can just take you through what I did. I'm going to do my face scan for 2K21, but just for the demo, just use the random face that I get. It's coming. There we go. That's it. Lion, mane, and pencil. Remember it. And then the hairstyle. The hairstyle never really changes. I really like crop 4. It gives you the waves. I don't have waves in real life, but my 2K player needs waves. I don't make the rules. Okay, the first build I'm making is a point guard. Everyone loves point guards. Everyone goes out their way to make point guards. So I'm going to make a very nice point guard for you guys. Obviously, number 83. Make sure you subscribe to the zone. Just a quick disclaimer. I make builds that I think will work. This is my opinion. If you disagree with something that I do, you don't have to make it exactly how I do it. I like my guards to, for the most part, be able to shoot and defend. I don't want them to just be a one-trick kind of pony. So I got a pie chart that reflected shooting and defending. He's a guard that's going to shoot and defend. He must be quick, so I'm going to pick the quick pie chart. Okay, so how I did my attributes is I made sure that I focused on the shooting and the defense. I want my player to defend really well and I want him to shoot really well. For that, I need the badges. I need as many defensive badges as I can get, and I need as many shooting badges as I can get. Yeah, make sure I max every single bit of the shooting. Make sure I max it, even things that I don't need, like post fade, because that will get me the extra badges. I'm never going to post fade with this guy, but it's important to make you think it. Yeah, just add a bit to my driving layup just so I can do something when I get to the rim. You don't want to be looking homeless when you get to the rim. Obviously, make sure I can pass. As a guard, you don't want to be a lazy point guard that doesn't pass. You need the ball handle. Don't want to be getting stripped all the time either. Okay, so my build ends with 20 shooting badges, 3 playmaking, and 21 defensive badges. That 1 finishing badge is just for show. Okay, now we get onto his body type and stuff. I wanted him to be defined, look strong, all that jazz. I was thinking about making a 6'8" point guard, but then I realized how much his stats got hindered attacking wise, and then I realized 6'5" is way better and it's just more well-rounded, so we went with that. I'm not even gonna cap with you guys. I really don't care about the weight or the wingspan. I don't care. It doesn't really. I just make sure that it doesn't hinder all of my stats. That's how I choose it. For the most part, I care about the attributes rather than the wingspan and whatnot, because I believe that you only change that if you're trying to make a specific kind of build, like a perimeter lock or something like that. I'm not gonna need a lock takeover to be any more of a lock than I already am. I'm gonna obviously go with the shooting booster. I'm gonna get spot up shooter. And the first build I have created is a 2-way sharpshooter with shades of Stephen Curry and John Wall. That is what you love to see. You love to see your build has some Steph Curry in him and some John Wall in him. If you combine them two together, you have an insane point guard. Now we go to the badges. Obviously, 1 finishing badge. It's going to be contact finisher every single time. Now we get to the fun part. We have 20 shooting badges to play with. I'm gonna obviously go with the normal ones, corner specialist, because I want my player to, I don't really want a ball hog. I want to more kind of find my spot in the corner, knock down the shots. Catch and shoot on Hall of Fame, you need that. You need dead eye because people love to try and get sneaky contests, so you're always gonna need that. You're gonna need range extender. Even from mid-range, you're gonna want to have a deep shot, and hot zone hunter. The most important playmaking badge you will ever need is bailout. Make sure you have it. It is a lifesaver. I'm not going to tell you again. When it comes to defensive badges, it's more about how you play personally. With me, I know I like to play in the passing lane, so I need interceptor on. I know I like to try and steal the ball off people, so I need pickpocket on Hall of Fame. Rim protector, because I love those snatch blocks. Especially if you have like a lock build, you need to get those snatch blocks. It demoralizes people. And chase down artists, because sometimes people get the step ahead of you, but it's good to make that recovery. Okay, for my second build, we're making a big boy. We're making a center. We need to make sure you have your center. We need to diversify and be versatile. You got to play different positions. You can't just be stuck with your 1 point guard for the entire year. Okay, last year I did the worst thing possible and I just made an all rebounding build. He had no dimensions to him. All he did was grab balls. He was a Dennis Rodman. But the thing is, that doesn't work in today's game, and it didn't work last year in 2K. So I have gone the opposite way and made sure that I had an offensive center. Some people are going to have really slow centers, but not me. My center's going to be fast as hell. Okay, for the attributes, it's really simple. Finishing, every single finishing we can get, we're going to add that on. We're going to make sure we get as many finishing badges as possible. We are trying to be unstoppable. We are trying to be active slashers. We need the post moves up as well. That gives us 3 playmaking badges, so that's something, I guess. Obviously we want to turn up the defense as much as possible because we still want to be an okay-ish defender, because fair enough, most of our build is offensive, but we still want to be able to hold our own on the defensive side. So make sure you got to max that up, get as many defensive badges as we can possibly get as well. Once again, I want my guy to be slight. I want him to be like a slashing KD without the shooting. We're going to make him 6'11" because we want him to be quick. That's the thing. We're going to make him light. We're going to take off his weight and we're going to make him fast. I want him to be Usain Bolt. That's how fast I want him to be. Because the thing is, people are going to have 7'2" centers, 7'3" centers. They're going to be slow with their 32 speed, but we're going to have 74 speed. So they're not going to be able to catch us. On fast breaks, we're going to keep up with guards. Post scoring takeover, you have to choose it. It's incredible and it's going to get you lots of points. We have built an interior finisher like Bill Russell and Andre Drummond. Okay, now we get to the badges part for the finishing. Obviously, we want to be very dominant. We want to have shades of Shaq. We want to have shades of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We want to be very silky, but very dominant at the same time. We want to be able to get those hop steps off. We want to be able to dunk on people. We want to be able to have deep hooks. And we want to be relentless. I just want to drop step just to be that bit smooth. Yeah, you gotta have your drop steps in there. It's a shooting badge. It's gonna be corner specialist, just in case you might see me in the corner. You know what, my addiction to bailout is too much, so I had to go back and change it and realize that I'm gonna be playing big. So technically I'm gonna need break start because everyone's gonna need my beautiful outlet passes. Here I don't have as many defensive badges, so I need to be smart with what I do pick. I'm gonna need room protector because that's one of my favorite defensive badges possible. Interceptor because I love to pick off passes, easy way to get steal, and post move lockdown and pogo stick because you're going to need to jump more than once. We are on to our third build now, and we are making a small forward. You can guess what's coming next. Okay, with the pie chart, I realized that I want this small forward to have it all, basically. But sadly, with this pie chart, you can't have all 4, so you had to sacrifice one thing. And I said, you know what, I already did my point guard that's really defensive, so I sacrificed defense on this build. You know how the deal goes, we want quick players. I like quick players. Okay, for the attributes, because with this build you get so much more badges, you get so much more freedom to be just that offensive player. I wanted to max out a lot of the finishing just so I can get a lot of finishing badges, because I'm gonna want to do a bit of everything because it is quite a playmaking build as well. I'm gonna be able to cut open defenses and get to the rim, so I need to make sure I got as many playmaking badges as possible. And then don't forget the fact I can also shoot. This is the thing, it's one of those builds. Offensive, you're gonna be a nightmare. People are gonna struggle guarding you. People are gonna have to double team you, and then you have the playmaking badges to find teammates. That's the thing, it's gonna spread the floor and it's gonna make you unguardable even in a 1v1. I wasn't too fast when it came to the weight and the wingspan. I don't really mind. I just need to make sure that my guy's slight because he's just gonna look that bit faster. 6'7". If you're 6'7", it's not gonna hinder what you're doing. It's not gonna hinder any of your stats. You're gonna be able to just keep it moving. If you make yourself 6'9", it's gonna affect your points. Just keep it 6'7". In all honesty, I was pretty spot for choice when it came to takeover. However, I decided to go with the playmaking takeover because last year I did not use the playmaking takeover. This year I'm trying to take ankles. I'm trying to make people touch the floor. How am I going to do that? By using the playmaking takeover. Okay, so I got a playmaker and the names that it had shades of was pretty underwhelming. However, I'm just gonna go with they're talking about the bubble TJ Warren, the TJ Warren that gets buckets. They're talking about the all-star Brandon Ingram. That's the thing. That's still a good reason to get this build. Okay, now for the badges. For the finishing badges, we had a lot to play with, thankfully. Normally, I only get that one finishing badge, but obviously, the basics, you're going to need the fancy footwork. You're going to need the slivery finisher. You're going to need the contact finisher. How many left? We got one left. You know what? Relentless. Okay, for the shooting badges, you're going to need catch and shoot. You're going to need corner specialist. You're going to need range extender. And, yeah, you're going to want hot zone hunter as well. For the playmaking badges, you're going to do all that you can to be a great teammate. You're going to make sure you have Dimer. Dimer needs to be Hall of Fame. Sometimes Floor General, but I don't really choose to have Floor General. I think I could use that more to help my dribbling. Things like quick first step, handles for days. Bailout. So important, especially because you want to be able to change your mind. Has to be Intimidator for me. I believe Intimidator is the best defensive badge. Okay, the last build is just the straight out sniper. You're straight out Steph Curry. You're straight out Klay Thompson. Okay, for the pie chart, simple. We're going for the shooting pie chart, the all shooting pie chart. Once again, speed, 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 speed. Okay, now it's time to the good part. You can guess what's gonna happen. You can guess what's gonna happen. We're gonna chuck every single thing we got to make sure we get 30 shooting badges. Obviously, you need a bit of ball handling as well, so that it's much easier to just create your shot instead of just heavily relying on people to pass it to you. So get the ball handling up. We're gonna try our best to get some defensive badges, because that will help. Because yeah, we're not gonna be known for the defending, but if we can at least guard our guys, it's gonna make things 10 times better for us. When it comes to finishing, I don't really know how much we can really get away with. We're not gonna be allowed those kind of badges. Thankfully, we get 13 playmaking badges as well. That's gonna come in handy. Might even get a nice bit of Dimer on. Once again, we're gonna be slight, nice and slight. Get around. We're gonna be 6'3", so it's gonna require a lot. We might need screens. Put it that way. We might need screens. For the weight, be light as possible. Get extra speed. We're gonna need it. For the wingspan, I didn't really care, to be honest. I chose shot creator so that I could just make a lot more moving shots and didn't have to be stuck. As predicted, I made a sharp shooting facilitator. Once again, it's got the Stephen Curry build. It's got the Kyrie Irving. Straight out snipers, and that's exactly what I wanted. Now time for the badges. Obviously, we need our contact finisher. Now it's time for the fun part. Obviously, we get Hall of Fame badges, which is beautiful. I'm actually going to use difficult shots this time because I'm actually going to be on a shot creating build, so I'm going to need those kind of tough shots in people's face, in people's eyes a lot more. You're going to need Deadeye, especially for all those kind of tough shots. And I thought, what other badge could I use? And I thought slivery off ball, because I'm going to need that in rec games when I'm just going to need to get someone off me so that I can just get off the shot nice and fast. Okay, now I won't get the Hall of Fame badges, but I'm going to make sure I get Bailout, Ankle Breaker. Obviously going to need handles for days, and Unpluckable, because I'm not trying to pass on this build, so I'm not going to need Dimer. On a shooting build, I'm grateful for those 8 defensive badges. I'm going to need Interceptor, gonna need Intimidator, gonna need Pickpocket. Intimidator is so key in just getting those contests to make them miss. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have made it to the end of the video. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for checking out the video. Let me know your builds. You might disagree with me. You might think I created the worst builds ever. Well, let me know in the comments what builds you are making and what builds you are going to make. Also, leave in the comments what you are most looking forward to in NBA 2K21. Make sure to go pre-order it now. Comes out September 4th, and let's keep playing. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Way more videos coming from The Zone. Look out for the podcast, The Zone podcast on Spotify. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.